When Allan and Kim Turner appeared on Enough Rope 2 years ago, it was only 8 months after the sudden death of their daughter Zadie. Zadie was just 7 when she came home from school one day complaining of a headache. She collapsed and was rushed to hospital, but died of a brain aneurysm just hours later.
When the neurosurgeon came in and said and looked us in the eye, and the last thing parents want to hear is that your child's not going to make it out of surgery. She's going to die. And that surreal experience, through that all, we made the decision that, you know, she is going to be an organ donor. And I guess from that, good things have come from Zadie's death and Zadie's passing.
Happy birthday to you.
I think we're very proud that Zadie's given something in death that she may never do, or any of us will do when we're alive, and that is to save someone else's life. You know, as we say, there was nothing more we could have done. Zadie died. But what she could have done in death, as others can, is to save someone else's life through transplant.
Zadie had registered as an organ donor, and Allan and Kim soon discovered her gift was one of very few. Now the Turners run Zadie's Rainbow Foundation from their home in Shepparton, Victoria, to raise awareness about organ donation.
Well, it's grown from me working a couple of hours a day while I was working my other job to a couple of phone calls of a night till July last year, where I became full-time CEO of the foundation. And the roller coaster ride's just been incredible since that 18 months has gone past. From working, 5 days a week full-time, from sun up to sundown, promoting organ and tissue awareness on a national scale.
And he did just say 5 days a week, and it's not, it's 7 days a week. And from the minute he wakes up till the minute he hops into bed, the emails are still going.
In 2004, my daughter Zadie suddenly died at the age of 7. Zadie was an organ and tissue donor.
The foundation started 2 years ago with a modest plan of selling 2,000 pairs of shoelaces a year.
Please let your loved ones understand.
This year, they hope to break the 100,000 mark.
If something ever happened to you.
What about from your own point of view? You've put yourself, particularly you, Allan, into this 7 days a week, as Kim describes. Have you given yourself time to grieve?
I think we grieve every day still. I think by Allan working in the foundation, driving the message, that's his way of dealing with the grief. He wants to be proactive, and probably a day doesn't go past where he doesn't cry about it. The same with me.
Life isn't all Zadie for the Turners. Jazz, the brother left behind, is now 12.
He's obviously missing her terribly, but being a boy and coming into teenage years, doesn't really talk about it all much.
He doesn't share?
No.
No. Would you like him to?
Yes. Yes.
Here goes Zadie, the biggest jump ever.
Before she died, we bought this block of land, and we had the plans to build and move here. And then, of course, after she died, I didn't want to move. I didn't want to leave that house because that's where all my memories were of her, so her bedroom and everything that was hers, and what she'd done and where she played and where she sat, and it was very hard. And
the hardest thing at the old house was that we sat in the living room, and every time you heard a noise, you look up and you think, maybe that's Zadie running back down the corridor.
The Turners still reach out and touch Zadie through the things that were precious in her life.
Zadie loved to dress up, and these were some funny photos. Her and Jazz actually dressed up heaps together. Yeah. That was one of their favourite things to do. I love to just come in and see her portrait on the wall straight away, and I love her plaque, which has her name on it. A girlfriend made that for Zadie, and it was made from a plate Zadie had on her bedroom wall, which fell off at one stage, and so instead of just throwing it in the bin, she's actually mosaicked it into that lovely name plaque.
Yeah.
So sometimes I just lay on the bed and just get a feeling of Zadie.
At Zadie's primary school, a garden has been built in her honour.
The junior school council came up with this idea, and they wanted a place where the children could come and reflect and remember Zadie, and to sit in the, I like to call it the friendship corner, and yeah, just a nice place that's free from the hustle and bustle of school.
Nine-year-old Maisie Devaney was Zadie's best friend. What kind of a girl was Zadie?
Very playful, happy, cheerful girl.
Yeah? What did you two get up to together?
Usually play Tiggy on the playground. We sometimes run around the oval.
Yeah? Tell me about Tiggy. What's Tiggy?
It's where someone's it and you've got to get the other person.
Ah.
And then they're it.
Ah. Tell me about Zadie's garden here.
Well, it's all about Zadie, how she donated her organs, and it's raising awareness through the school.
Yeah. What do you know about Zadie donating her organs?
That she made people's lives happier and she saved a couple of people.
When will you be satisfied that you've achieved what you would like to achieve?
Oh, Andrew, the ultimate goal would be that every child in this country that needs to have a transplant gets one.
What's the correlation between your success in getting the message out there and in the actual increase in organ donations?
Unfortunately, it's gone backwards since we started speaking about Zadie's story. The year that Zadie died, only 218 Australians become organ and tissue donors in this country, and last year there was only 202.
Across the nation?
Across the nation, so it's gone backwards, and you know, although we beat the drum very hard and we've done a lot of media in getting the message out there, the figures haven't improved.
Why would this issue be going backwards rather than forwards?
People are afraid to talk about death, and to talk about an end result in organ and tissue donation, someone has to die. We're hoping that the more that people hear about Zadie's story and the campaign, the easier it gets to talk about it in a family, and for more kids to understand it.
Is this a very long-term battle to change public consciousness and attitudes?
It may be 5 or maybe 10 years, and hopefully I've got the strength and Zadie's spirit to drive it that long, so we can see the change and see the statistics improving year after year. At some point, deep in my heart, I feel that it will.